The Byzantine World. The Age of Crisis. Selected artifacts. Cretago's treasure from Mytilene. Date: first half of 7th century. Provenance: Cretago's, Mytilene. The Mytilene treasure, a collection of 16 silver plates, 21 items of gold jewelry, 32 gold coins and 1 bronze seal, was discovered by chance in 1952 in a place called Cretago's on the island of Mytilene, Lesbos. These precious objects had been buried by their owners in the first decades of the 7th century, as can be concluded from the coins, which are dated to the time of the emperors Phocas, 602 to 610, and Heraclius, 610 to 629, to preserve them from possible enemy looting. The silver vessels in the hoard consist of 4 plates with crosses engraved at the centers, 2 deep bowls with handles, trellis, possibly for hand washing, 8 spoons, a hanging lamp and a candlestick. The gold jewelry is made up of 7 bracelets, 1 with a monogram, a necklace, a pair of earrings, 4 rings, 4 amulets, 2 belts and 2 buckles. The objects in the hoard give us interesting information on the identity of their owners. At the same time, they supply invaluable evidence as to the cultural climate in the period, about art in its various applications and the survival of iconographic subjects from the polytheism of antiquity. Moreover, they offer information about private life, the trappings of well-to-do households and the use and symbolism of jewelry and accessories. Thanks to them, we still know about the assaying and stamping of precious metals by the authorities and individuals. The Mytilene treasure significantly expands our knowledge of the 7th century. It is an important archaeological find from a turbulent period which has rendered up little in the way of material remains to date. The imperial control stamps punched into the base or the reverse of some of these objects are of particular interest. They are the so-called 5-stamp control marks, which were used on silver plate as a guarantee of the purity of the metal from the late 5th up to the 7th century, which permits scholars to date them with relative accuracy. The presence of the gold jewelry in the hoard is a strong indication that this collection of objects belonged to a wealthy family and not to some Christian church, as was once maintained. Some of the pieces, on account of their small size, seem to have been worn, not by adults, but by the children of the family. As in the Greco-Roman world, so in the Byzantine civilization, jewelry was not used simply for ornament. According to its value and type, it could be a means of displaying wealth or social status, but it could also be talismanic. For example, the small gold disc decorated with a cross would have been worn on a chain round the neck, not just to declare the owner's Christian faith but also to protect him or her from evil. The Byzantine World. The Age of Crisis. Selected artifacts. Marble pilaster capital. Number 912. Date: 7th-8th century. Provenance: Nea Ankylos, Magnesia. The pilaster capital was found in the excavation of the atrium of Basilica 3 at Theotic Thebes, now Nea Ankylos, Magnesia. It is decorated with acanthus half-leaves, at the corners, a band of plant ornament, above, and an urn flanked by shoots from which emerge 2-headed birds, center. The placing of emblems between acanthus half-leaves is reminiscent of a similar decorative type from the late Roman period. This element, combined with the Eastern-inspired emblem of the 2-headed birds and the plain carving of the relief, make this plaster capital from Theodic Thebes typical of the sculpture produced in the transitional period sometimes called the Dark Ages.